Heads up, heads up, heads up. We finally got that thing rolling, y'all. Y'all already know, man. Y'all just tuning in. I had a little technical difficulties, you know, going on around here. But we on and we popping, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get me a new iPad or something, man. Cause this ain't popping. But y'all make sure y'all go tune in. Y'all can tune in to my Facebook. Y'all already know Tab Virgil Jr. Y'all can catch me on Twitter, HotBoyTurk32. Y'all can catch me on YouTube at Original HotBoyTurk. Um, Today, man, we gonna get straight into it, man. Talking about the situation with the Chicago woman and her 14-year-old son. Y'all seen it? Did y'all seen the altercation and what led up to the alleged shooting of the man? I'm not gonna say his name, for respect of the family. But I actually watched about 3, 4 angles of the situation myself. And coming up from where we come from, we was always taught to protect our parents, especially our mamas. My son, me and his mama used to play fighting, play wrestling. And ever since he was a little boy, I'm talking about before he was 1 year old, still wearing Pampers, hanging Pampers, he come and protect his mama. I think it's in every boy. I don't care if they're a coward, to protect their mama. You know what I'm saying? And I think in this situation, that's just what that was, a reaction from a scared 14-year-old protecting his mama, you know. Now, I don't know what led up to it, but from the view of the tape, it seemed like the lady and him had got into it. Allegedly, now, these are not my facts. I'm just going off what I see, and I'm giving y'all an update, giving y'all the heads up. Seemed like they was in a heated argument, whatever it was about, we don't know, but you see the man getting overly angered. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know how it is with men when it come to you and a female getting into an argument. I know firsthand from how I feel from wanting that last word, you know what I'm saying? But I never take it to that extreme. But I understand a man getting angered because he can't get that last word. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like he wanted to control the situation. And the woman wasn't backing down. But in the woman's defense, it seemed like she was real calm. But even with a woman being real calm, it still can make a man feel like he ain't in control, because he won't control the situation. He wants you to be quiet. He wants you to do what he say. And the lady wasn't going, you know what I'm saying? And man, from the video, the man cocked back. The man said, "If you don't lie, I'ma knock you out." Overly aggressive. And she didn't shut up. And he cocked back. Bow. Then he had a few seconds from looking at the tape to say it again. "If you don't shut up, I'ma knock you." Bow. Bow, bow. Then boom. Now in the tape, you hear the lady telling her son to go get in the car. Allegedly. So it seemed like to me, She telling her son, go get in the car. Like, you don't need to see this. Go get in the car. Everything gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? But her son, man, I see this man arguing with my mama. I ain't going nowhere. And things happen fast, y'all. Even though we might see stuff on the tape and it might seem like it happened, you know, in our real time, we don't know exactly on how it been, what led up to what. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we could go off what we see. And from the looks of it, you know, it seemed like it was a kid reacting to, you know, his instincts to protect his mama. Now, allegedly they saying what they said, but you know, like, I'm not a police. I don't know how they gonna deal with that situation. But right now we losing both sides, the victim side and the alleged suspect or suspects. The lady locked up, her son locked up for murder. And I actually post the video on my Instagram on Original HotBoyTurk on Instagram. Y'all can go look at the video if y'all haven't seen it. And it's very graphic, man. I gotta say, man, you can hear the lick. I can just imagine how the woman felt and how she looked. If she not swole up, she got a hard face. And, you know, the lick looked like it landed. Looked like it possibly could have broke something, you know. But I believe it was her sister spoke out. Hood Family Justice, that's their Instagram. And they saying they got a different story of what happened. So, you know, a lot of people are saying that they think it was self-defense. Then you have one female came out and said she riding right around. The dude had a family, which is true. He have kids, which is true. But was it right to punch that woman in her face the way that he did? Now, morally, y'all already know what the streets gonna say. But in the justice system, we don't deal with morals or principles. You know, they gonna be like, where did this 14-year-old get this gun from? And probably gonna be looking to charge adult with that situation. You know, that's why I say, y'all, morals and principles don't count in the court of law. You know, morals and principles ain't gonna do nothing but keep us arguing about the situation. If we dealt with morals and principles, man, a lot of things wouldn't go the way it go. But unfortunately, we not, you know, bound by morals and principles. That's something you gotta set in your house. You know, that's something you gotta live by. Morals and principles. You feel me? And I wanna talk about the gun laws, right? And how we are set up if we don't change the way we move in society. We set up to fail, you feel me? And I was looking at the regulations regarding firearm, right? For us as African Americans, I feel like I'm not allowed to possess firearms, but here are some general categories of individuals who are often restricted or prohibited from possessing firearms in many jurisdictions. Convicted felons. Individuals who are convicted of serious crimes, particularly felonies, may be prohibited from possessing firearms as part of their sentence or as a result of laws aimed at preventing further violence. Right then and there, we are prohibited from toting firearms, which I think is fucked up. Because look at our environment. Look what we got to go through. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like hard not to tote a firearm, to ride with a firearm, to sleep with a firearm. You know what I'm saying? And when you become a convicted felon, you get locked up for the firearm. So it's like we doomed when it comes to that. Then the second thing, minors. Most jurisdictions have age restrictions on firearm possession, typically prohibiting individuals under a certain age, often 18 to 21, from legally owning or possessing firearms. I think they changed that in certain cities because, as you know, the little white dude, he was under 18 and he went on and killed 2 people at a riot. And, he didn't get charged. He had AR-15s and shit. Y'all remember that case? So would they say, or would they try to bring that case up for the 14-year-old that just happened to protect his mama? Maybe a lawyer will, But he got found not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, I believe he went on to do interviews. I think he even came up with a cartoon or some shit, a video game, and started taunting people. And I think he filed a lawsuit. Fake crying in the courtroom. Got away with it. Got away with it. He wasn't prohibited. Then we got individuals with mental health conditions. Laws in some jurisdictions may restrict firearm possession for individuals who have been involuntarily committed to a mental institution, deemed mentally incompetent, or have been diagnosed with certain mental health conditions that are considered a risk factor. That's damn near all the black people. We have mental health problems, and it's sad, but it's true. But they'll say we have mental health problems, but when we try to use it as a defense, they say we're competent for trial. That don't work for us. But it'll work for that crazy white dude that went in the church and started killing them Christians. But it don't work for us. Is the system for us or not? Even when we trying to live by our morals and principles, is the system for us or not? Or is it set up for us to fail? You know what I'm saying? Is it set up for us to fail? We're supposed to be governed by law. The law is supposed to be not prejudiced, not racist. But as you can see, when you have, it seems like it's better to catch a charge if you're rich, and better pray that you don't catch it if you're poor. Because even though they might punch you a state, federal, or permanent lawyer, is they really fighting for you the way how a paid lawyer fight? It look good, but we all know that throughout history, them state and federal public defenders, they get the check and not even care about us, Hell, some of the Paid lawyers don't. I know in my case, I had 6 paid lawyers. And they all didn't fight for me. You know, I fire a lawyer, get another one, fire a lawyer. Till I had the last 6, I was down to my last 10,000. I couldn't get no more lawyer. So I, started studying the law myself. And, by the grace of God, man, I had to did 8 months, 16 days, man, and it was over with. So you got convicted felons can't hold a gun, prohibited. Minors, prohibited. Individuals with mental health conditions, prohibited. Then you got individuals with restraining orders. In cases involving domestic violence or protection orders, the person against whom the order is issued may be prohibited from possessing firearms to reduce the risk to the protected individual. So, put a restraining order on him. Call the police and say he hit me. Or call the police and it don't even have to be he hit you and he get a domestic violence. Now he get out on bond. He can't possess a firearm. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's set up for us to fail. Because to me, what I'm reading, all of this is directed at us. But we don't even pay attention to stuff like this. We don't pay attention because this is not plastered all on the news or all in the media. It don't have Shade Rum and Say Cheese and all the big publications that making money off us from tuning in, from being in the comment section, from buying advertisement with them. But they not educating. They not educating us. They doctrinating us, making us believe that this is the way you have to be in order to make money. You have to act a fool. You have to do this to get on my site, to get a lot of people to comment on what you're doing. You got to act dumb to sell something what you're selling. That's what being promoted. And how many people fall victim for it. So now when you fall victim to it, then you fall in the trap. You can't tote a firearm, so now you get caught with it. Now you get sentenced to jail time. So what should you do? You got to stay out the way. Then, individuals with a history of domestic violence. Laws in many jurisdictions restrict firearm possession for individuals with a history of domestic violence. Individuals with a history of domestic violence, convictions or restraining orders related to domestic abuse. How many relationships get interrupted because of a misunderstanding? Somebody call the police pull up, the neighbor might call the police because y'all talking loud, and they show up, and the female might be in her emotions. She get you locked up. Now you locked up. They gonna automatically charge you with domestic violence. They ain't gonna charge her. In most cases. And you knowing, man, y'all already know how it is. Some people just, man, they got the mindset of, you got me fucked up. But in reality, we put ourselves in situations, man, so we have to really accept responsibility and hold ourselves accountable from putting us in the situation that we be in, and try our best not to continue to do it. Like, I'm not going to keep on doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results. Man, that's crazy, man. You feel me? We say that the system is set up for us to fail, but we only fail if we get set up. if we give it the ammo to set us up. Some people make it out. Some people change their routes. Some people change their people, places, and things. You got to get out the trap in order to not be trapped. Trap stand for taking risks, avoiding police. Why do it if you got to be avoiding the police in the trap? You got to be taking the risk, avoiding police. That's what a trap means. But we all want to be in the trap. Then drug or alcohol addictions. Some jurisdictions prohibit individuals with certain drug or alcohol related offenses or with ongoing substance abuse problems from possessing a firearm. See what I'm saying? So all them things right there are directed back at who? Us. So if we constantly putting ourselves in these predicaments, who you think got to get us out of these predicaments? Us. Ain't nobody coming to save us. We got to stop promoting the bullshit. And when a nigga telling the truth, not hating, nigga talking about he hating, you because a nigga trying to awake you. I'm hating because I'm telling you what's real. Our mentality have been indoctrinated, man, to believe the very things that hurt us and call the things that are meant to help hate. I made this podcast to educate, not doctrinate. You know what I'm saying? To use my past experiences and talk about current events. I don't know too many people that use their platform for such because they feel like I need to get the views. I need to get the comments. I need to get that's gonna bring drama, misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. I could do that every day. But I choose to lead these. And to be honest, a lot of us OGs and us grown folks got responsibility. So if you ain't doing your part, how you think God feel about how you doing it? Because we going to be held accountable for what we do. Who probably saying that you might be the one to inspire. Because they got a lot of influence out here that's really influencing people to do all the wrong shit. I'm just giving you the heads. I done been through the trap, taking risks, avoiding police. I ain't in the trap no more. So, if that ain't part of the cool gang, I'm cool with that. Receiving everything back that I'm giving out. So I continue on doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's going on, man. Like I say, man, had but the one that I'm with right now. So I didn't feel, and a lot of people do what they do because they be feeling obligated to do it. I didn't feel obligated to nobody, so it was easy for me to change my people, places, and things. And that's what we gotta understand. We gotta get out of feeling obligated to do something that hurt us. You know what I'm saying? Cause trouble is easy to get in and hard to get out. Real life. I'm just gonna continue doing my part. You know, I can't speak for nobody else. I only speak for my opinion. I can't make nobody do nothing. I can't change nobody. I only could change the way I deal with them. That way I won't never be disappointed. I'm just giving you the heads up. You feel me? That's all it is. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like. And tune in. Stay tuned in. Stay tapped in. You know. Go to that Instagram, original HotBoyTurk, and join the conversation. Because the conversation is going viral. It's going, a lot of people got their opinion, which everybody is entitled to. That's another thing. People got to stop getting mad at other people's opinions. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think billions of people in this world are going to just agree with you, so you better not tote a gun because you're mentally disabled. You mentally, and you gonna be labeled click the fact. Research so you can like wake yourself up. You gotta learn how to wake yourself up, become aware. Knowledge is power, but it's powerful when you use the knowledge that you accumulate. You don't get paid for what you know, you get paid for what you do with what you know. And you can't be walking around in fear. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting propaganda control your mind. Then when it control your mind, it controlling your grind. It controlling how you move, how you treat other people. Some people might not like me because another person say they don't like me. But what have I did you? See, you got to start asking yourself these questions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be thinking that people hating on them. But people might dislike the things you do. You got to think about that. People don't hate you. People hate the things you do. But then you got haters too. But you will know if it's a hater from a person not liking the things you doing. Because when you know that you're doing right, you're going to continue to do right. I had to question myself what I'm doing wrong. But then that's when I started to get back and start talking. I ain't doing nothing. Telling the truth, not hating. Telling lies is clout chasing. You heard me. And that's for real, man. Anybody trying to holler at me, you know, book me for interviews, walkthroughs, shows, speaking engagements. Y'all make sure y'all holler at me, and I'll send y'all the direct contact of who y'all need to holler at. My Instagram, original HotBoyTurk. I read all my comments because I like to interact with the people. Y'all catch me on Bigo, Bigo. And if y'all want to become a paid host on there, I got my own agency. You can make up to $32,000 a month going live, doing live streaming. What I'm doing right now, this is my content. My content is teaching. You know what I'm saying? I might learn something, study something, and come give it to y'all. So it don't feel like a, it's like I'm just doing what I'm doing for myself. So it's real easy. So you let your passion of what you do become how you make your money. Then you know what I'm saying? You don't even work for the money, you work for the wisdom. So you keep on giving people wisdom. Talking more about